How's it going, everyone? Welcome to my channel. This is the Greenbelt C race that took place on June 15th. This is actually going to be my first trial on a voiceover to just let you all know what happened, my thoughts on it, what I could have done better, what people were doing awesome. So it's just one of those things that I'm going to try out and see how it goes. But first off, quick shout out to Route 1 Bello for setting this whole thing up. So just taking it right off the bat. When we were lining up, I noticed that Jonathan, one of our racers who just got a awesome new BMC, like a lime color one, unfortunately when we were lining up, I noticed and started yelling out to him, like, Jonathan, like in panic mode, like, hey, you got a flat, man. And it was just such a bummer to start off like that. Like, I know he was super excited for it. His brother Julio was super excited for him. I know they both are very, very strong cyclists. So just right off the bat, right here, going down the downhill portion, going at 37 miles per hour, and then coming to the turn, 90-degree turn. It's taken very, very fast. There's Julio to the left. There's actually Junior. He started racing this year. He's been improving, so huge shout out to him. I know how strong Kwame is over here with the yellow shorts, so I try to stick to his wheel and stay to his wheel as much as I can and go off of that. So it's just one of those things where I know lap number one is already going fast. It's strong. And there goes Justin. So Justin, I just found out not too long ago that this is actually his first race, and he just goes off and attacking, was putting incredible power, and you'll see later on how Justin and I connect a little bit more with Todd as well. But Justin with the pink socks, just taking off and just, attacking right off the bat. So let's leave off from this, and I'll just fast forward it to some other sections of the race. Already 4 minutes into the race, Kwame has been doing a pull for almost a full entire lap. Going into the downhill portion, see that people start passing us. It's all good. It's all fine. I try not to panic. Just focus on my plan. There goes Todd to my left with his awesome BMC bike too. He was an awesome person to race with. And again, we'll connect later on, Justin, Todd, and myself, and just talk a little bit more about that. You can see it's one of those things where it's hard to go downhill 38 miles an hour knowing that there's this turn. Kwame actually shouts out there, just making sure that everyone sticks to their line so there's no accidents or anything like that. And again, it's just a surge, 600, 700 watts, going uphill at a 3% grade. And then there's a little bit of a rest over here where we go to 0 and then -1. But it's one of those things where we're all just sticking together. Everyone's just, again, a fast race. There was opportunities to attack. Some people did attack, but it was going at a fast pace. Again, look over here, putting 500, 600 watts, and just trying to stick to wheels. It's hard. Sometimes it's mental, where it just gets scary, where you have to be right behind them and you think you're close enough, but you realize very quickly that you need to be 2 inches, 3 inches off that wheel to get the maximum benefit of the draft. It's just scary sometimes, and honestly, with some people that you don't know, it's sketchy. It feels weird. You don't know how they, what their customs are, what they like to do, how they like to ride or anything. Like Kwame, I've raced with him already in several times. I know Tyrone, who's also in this race, Julio I've trained with and everything, so I feel very comfortable behind their wheel, so I can get closer. I do feel closer, and especially, going in an uphill portion, those obviously change, and I feel more comfortable being closer to the wheel. But again, it's just one of those things. Like right there, I leave too much of a gap, and then those are things that I'm learning, I'm trying to get better at. Again, it just gets scary, it gets sketchy at some points. One of those things where this group is leading out. We're going at a 2% grade, just everyone kind of tired after going hard on an uphill portion. portion where I think the max is 5%, and you just start feeling it. You start feeling all those little hills. But here we go into our third or fourth lap, and again, the downhill portion starts, so all the fast speeds are going to come and everything like that. People moving, shifting. It's one of those things, again, where there's just a lot of movement. You got to focus, really keep your eye open, making sure that, no accidents happen, you're taking care of yourself and everything. So you can just see this, and I'll just let the sounds of the bikes do all the talking. Alright, so one of the things that I know I need to improve in is taking this turn, or taking all turns, period. I just sometimes take it very well. In this instance, I'm pretty sure I slowed down way too much and just take it too slow. Yep, see, I go down like 15, 16 miles an hour, and then we surge to almost 700. Luckily, no one's really putting an attack or anything like that, so it's not as bad, but still, I could take that corner way, way better. So, just little things that I need to improve in. Alright, so now fast forwarding towards, like 3 laps left. There goes Pete, doing an awesome job, giving him a shout out. Like he likes to say, he has a diesel engine, and a heck of a diesel engine does he have. So this is where it starts getting interesting. So I'm here next to Julio. Again, I know he's a strong rider. I ride with him all the time. He's an awesome person. Here we actually have Tyrone. Unfortunately, he had a mechanical in the first, second lap. So he's a lap down, unfortunately. Another strong rider. One that I've gotten fighting to the line with twice already in this Greenbelt race. But this is where it gets interesting, and I don't know why it got into my head. But over here with Orange Specialized, just saying like, hey, let's go. Who's gonna pull, who's gonna push, type thing. I mean, I'm at this point, yeah, my heart rate's a little bit low, but my legs were just not feeling it, so I don't know, it just got into my head. I put in 700-800 power of watts right there, and I just take this huge pull. Don't know why. Again, my legs weren't feeling the best, but at one point I thought this person was also the lead, so I thought, alright, well, that's probably why that was getting yelled at and stuff. Then I realized, that is not the case. Again, 400 watts right here, going in this 5% grade uphill portion that starts tiring you out, and you start feeling it. And again, with the way that I had just done that pull and just my legs and everything, and it was hot, to start passing, I started looking back. Again, there goes Tyrone with a huge push right there. I started looking back and focusing back of where I can fit in. And I don't really notice this until now, where Orange Specialized and Tyrone just take off. I finally go back, and I'm with Julio, and I think, alright, everything's groovy, I'm good. I haven't really noticed it until probably now, where, two people went for the attack. As I realize that, because I'm probably huffing and puffing, Julio takes off with a strong push right here to catch up to them. I tried to, I just couldn't, and Julio just takes off. When I lose that wheel, it's just not good at this point. It's downhill. This guy goes, again, really, really strong. At this point, I'm like, you know what, it's probably not the smartest thing. The downhill portion is going to come. I could probably catch up to them. But again, it's just one of those things where kudos to them, bravo to them. They just pushed and accelerated. Just look at that gap that they already start leaving. And thank goodness Todd and Justin come to save the day to help me, and I just stick to their wheel, and I make sure I am not letting go of these wheels. If I let go, it's just going to be terrible. It's going to be bad. It's just going to get worse from that point on. So it's one of these things where right here, I know Justin starts like talking to us like, hey, we can reach them, we can gap them. So we start working. At this point, we're all probably just going. We know the turn's gonna come up. So again, it's just one of those things, like in my mind, when it comes to the downhill portion, I'm focused on not falling. Like, it's going at these speeds, it's just scary. Again, 38 miles an hour. In one, I know we go 40 plus miles an hour. My main focus is making sure I'm staying upright and not falling and crashing. So this is probably one of an okay turn, like speed wise, but didn't do the best of actually completing the turn. But again, here we go up to 300 watts. Look, there's a gap building between me and Todd. I don't want that to happen, so guess what? I gotta put in the watts. Justin's right behind me. So again, we're going at it, and I know at this point, I'm pretty sure this is when Justin starts coming up beside me to the right-hand side, if I'm correct. Or it should be coming up soon, but it's one of those things where he says like, hey, let's all work together, and Todd's listening in and everything. Again, I'm trying to bridge this gap, trying to get to Todd, and I'm huffing and puffing. Heart rate's right now 168. We're going 25 miles an hour, and guess what? The uphill section's coming right now, so I know there's going to be a lot of things.
Let's see if we can catch him.
Again, right here, I'm closing down good.
2 laps to go, right?
I think I'm going to pass Todd.
Right.
Todd is just very strong, and he's just cranking out his watts, so I just, you know what, let me just stick behind him, make sure that, you know, I'm just sticking to wheel. I'm not going to lose ground. Like, my mentality is that I gotta stick to this wheel, and hopefully we can catch up to them, because after this I start feeling better. Todd's doing an incredible job. Again, Justin is pulling, working. We're all three working together. So it's one of those things where in my mind, we have a shot, we have an opportunity to do it, and we work together. So let's see what happens down the line. Alright, so this is the second to last lap. We are about to start our last lap. Again, right now, Todd doing an incredible pull for us at the 5% grade. It's tough. Cranking out watts. I know it doesn't look like it right here in this video, but trust me, it's going hard. Alright, started the last lap. Going hard, 330 watts. Heart rate's at 172. Just trying to keep pedaling, trying to catch this group. I know I'm feeling good, and again, I know that Todd and Justin are looking strong as well. So it's one of those things of like, all right, let's just go hard as I can, and just try to bridge this gap, see if we can bring them back, because that would be huge for us. So let's see exactly what happens over here. Let's just go through the last lap. I mean, I know it's probably 2 more minutes. It's better than just shutting it off. So again, I'll let the bikes talk right here. Justin comes to the right side of me, Todd comes to the left side of me. We can see the group in front of us, so we know we've gone hard. We are pushing very, very hard. Look at this, we're going 30 miles an hour, 400 watts. Justin does a great pull. Todd goes. I try to go. Todd signals me. I'm like, I can't. My legs just couldn't. I thought I had the energy to do the pull, and Todd just, again, very, very strong. And my goal right here is I'm not going to lose this wheel. I'm going to be able to try to save some energy. But hey,
Yep.
being consistent, I prefer going at 300 watts and stuff. Here's Tyrone again. Unfortunately with that mechanical at the beginning with his chain going off, but again, strong rider, showing off like how strong he is and everything. Justin with a huge pull right there. Todd, I know it's a hard pull right here, especially because it does get steeper and steeper. But at this point, that's when I know we're probably like 500 meters. I just gun it. I'm just like, you know what? Screw it. If I don't go now, I'm not going to have the opportunity to race for, top 3 positions. I'm not exactly sure who's up there. I know Julio's definitely one of them. Kwame was up there. I'm reaching Kwame. But again, I'm putting this effort of 400 watts, 500 watts, almost 600 right here to catch up to him. He knows I'm right there. He starts going again. I don't know if I have the legs. I try to push and just stick to his wheel, try to pass him here. He sees me, he goes. And again, just like we battle it out all the way to the line. And boom, I just take it by like maybe 2 inches. But it's one of those things where